Hey y'all, it's DisBearity, and first and foremost, I want to say thank you to the devs here at Lava Potion for gifting me a DLC code for the roots, y'all. So in this video here, this is the first time I've ever attempted to do something like this, by the way. So in this video here, this will be a unit breakdown or a faction breakdown of Songs of Conquest. So as you guys know, of course, this might be a quick video, might be a long video, I don't know. So this Roots DLC here, we're going to go into the extras and we're going to go to the tutorials and codex. And with the Wielders, right? We're starting off with Brood. So Brood is an expert on the roots. One day she didn't return from the woods. I believe she chose to stay. All right. So her starting troops is 5 piercers, 5 funky, and her skills is learning. +1 creation essence to spikers and also piercers. Now Flora here is a gift giver. So meaning of gift giver, y'all, is they're basically good fruits. They're helpful. They're okay with humans. They give gifts to humans. They kind of protect humans in that kind of sense. So my greatest regret is that I allowed my sister to search for the bleak east for answers. I miss her still. Oh, so sweet. So Ethel, Ernaline, Queen of the Space. So we can say that she's Ethel's sister. So her starting troops is +2 hearts, a 1 lasher. Lasher is probably my favorite unit. It has an AoE and an AoE attack. I'm sorry. So her skills is all about destruction magic. So she specializes in spell damage power, +40%. Then we have Grow. At the Patreon, Grow and Elgrim were changed, but at least with Grow, you'll likely get a gift instead of rage. So with Grow here, he starts out with 2 dreads and 1 chuckers. His skills is in combat training. Now he specializes in gaining 20% more broken vessels after battle. So what that means is that whenever you defeat your opponent, you're able to basically take units from your opponent, and that goes into your pool. So it's quite nice. Then we have Grunt. Grunt is a Bloodbringer. So I believe Bloodbringers are roots who are basically more offensive / in a sense evil. In a sense, I have to look more into that. Keep that in mind. So Drago Village was destroyed and no survivors. When provoked, the roots send the nastiest creatures. So yes, they are basically the offensive / the protection of the roots. So he starts off with 1 Seeds of the Mother +3 fungi. His specialization is in positioning. +1 hex root spread to Seeds of the Mother, Roots of the Mother. +1 to troop movement to Seeds of the Mother, Roots of the Mother. Then we have Honey. Oh, Honey. Often visits with gifts, quite harmless if you don't provoke it. Former Gray Spec, recorded by Hami Bronze. So Hami here, as y'all can see this. The reason I'm not, by the way, speaking of their stats, because you guys can clearly see them right here. So his starting troops is 7 lobbers, creation magic, and +1 income to wood and stone. So I mean, it's not bad, because I guess you could say he starts off with this right off the bat. So you don't have to build any mulchers or grudgers, if I recall. Right, then we have Lost the roots of Bloodbringer. I imagine he got lost on its foolish quest. Everyone knows that I killed the last tree mother. So he starts off with 7 broken vessels, 1 terror. His skills is all about melee specialization, and he gets 40% spell resistance, damage resistance. So that means that he's the guy who you go up against spellcasters to whoop their ass, in a sense. All right. So now we're going to go to Prowl. Prowl is a spore spreader. She was trouble when she was alive, and now it's worse. The roots found a way to awaken her slumbering powers. Oof. So she starts off with 2 hearts, 1 spawn, 6 fungi. Her thing is about scouting. Add stealthy to hearts and pulses. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's actually pretty unique. So if you go into battle over her, or against her, expect some stealthiness. Put it like that. Expect some yeah, you'll see the units in a sec. So Reap. It took the head clean off the captain when he tried to talk to it. Clearly this one doesn't like to speak. So his starting juice is just 5 lashers. He's prepared. Adds quick to lashers and flares. And then Vigil. Vigil's a spore spreader. The one known as Vigil used to be able to speak long ago and established many of the borders we still respect. Yorn Steadfast. So his starting troops is +1 to Chuckers. I think Chucker actually might be my favorite unit. Plus 30 fungi. It's a raider. Damage to fungi and spawns and troop movement to fungi spawns. So his whole job is to hit and run, pillage, get out of there, basically. Pretty cool. All right, so now we're going to go to the units of the roots here. So here at the units, y'all. We start out with the fungi slash spawns. At first I thought it was my imagination, but they move and have purpose. So with the fungi, right? The fungi, they have max troop size of 50, 1 to 2 damage, 3 health, 4 offense, 3 defense, 3 movement, 30 initiative. Status, roots, of course, cost 50 gold. Now, its main thing is symbiosis creation. Gives +1 creation essence to adjacent symbiosis troops not already receiving extra essence. Receives essence from up to 1 adjacent symbiosis troops, then spawns. Spawns are really interesting, by the way. These spawns are more advanced and can exude some sort of gas. With the help of the late Professor Bronze, it concluded that it is the most lethal. So basically what this is that this unit spawns works in conjunction with like any type of teleportation spell, such as dimensional door. And like, man, if you can get them in like and all surrounded by your enemies, use Spore Cloud, their ability, boom. So the max troop size is 50, 1 to 3 damage, 7 health, 8 melee offense, 5 defense, 3 movement, 32 initiative, and costs 100 gold. And of course, Spore Cloud creates poisonous clouds on all adjacent hexes that deal 50% of normal damage. Then you have Broken Vessel slash Blighted Vessel. These guys here are your bread and butter, but honestly, they're pretty broken if you can if you use them correctly. So I found them too late. A scrap of armor was all that remained now that the body had been claimed by the roots. So 25 true max count, 1 to 3 damage, 9 health, 7 melee offense, 8 defense, 3 movement, 5 initiative. Now, the symbiosis on this unit is gives +1 to Arcana essence to adjacent symbiosis troops not already receiving extra essence. Now, then we have the Blighted Vessels, the upgraded version of it, It was like someone took all the best bits and grew them together. Gave me shivers. It did. So 25 max troop size, 1 to 4 damage, 14 HP, melee offense 10, defense 9, 3 movement, 15 initiative, and the ability Lunch moves to a random enemy up to 1 hex beyond reach and attacks with +1 damage. Now this is also really good, synergizes really well with dimensional door too. If you're out of reach, helps out you to get the lunge off, and it's, oh my gosh, it's great. And then you also get +1 damage, so that's freaking sick. You gotta love it. Now spikers are probably one of my favorite units as well, just because by design alone. Many young veneers set their eyes on trying to ride a spiker. Some succeed and their deed is celebrated, but a great many more remain forever in the woods of the roots. So that means like they, some succeed, others die. That's just the way it is. So max troop size is 20, damage 47, health 20, melee 9, 12 defense, 5 movement, initiative 19. And then this thing is symbiosis as chaos. Adjacent symbiosis troops not already receiving extra essence. Receives essence for up to 1 adjacent symbiosis troops, of course. And then the upgraded model is piercers. We realized too late that we have provoked the roots. All of a sudden, the piercers leapt in among us, tearing flesh and breaking bones. I was lucky to make it out. So max troop size of 20, 5 to 8, 30, 16, 17, 5, 21, and its ability is leap. Leap is actually pretty busted. So it's instantly leap to a targeted hex within range, consuming movements equal to distance. So if you leap, all you have to do is just leap to an area, and you don't even get hit by attack opportunity. By the way, keep that in mind. So if you're trying to get out of a tight spot, you leap to somewhere to get a unit that you want. Like, so you want to leap them to the back line. Boom, do it. Take the advantage of that. Very, it's a very nice unit. I'm gonna be honest with you. So lobbers slash chuckers. So lobbers, lob. What else is there to say? So 20, 2 to 5, 20, 3, 11, 6, 2, 16, 5, 3. And of course it's roots, but it's also range. So this is all about, again, creation essence, giving extra adjacent to, creation. Then chuckers. So lobbers and chuckers, many feet, because they're your cannons basically, right? They lob anywhere on the map and they do damage. Well, we call them chuck because they chuck things, and it sounds a bit like a chuckle right before release, but it's not fun if you're a hit. So max troop size 20, 5 to 7, 30, 5 melee offense, range 15, 8, 2, 18, 6, 3. So with the chuckers here, right? Their whole thing is called Mucus Blast, and attack area with 25% damage and no range restrictions. Troops hit with -1 movement and -5 to initiative for 1 troop turn. Broken. Okay, so I mean, I just like to say broken, but still, it's quite nice. Lashers. Lashers and Flares, y'all, are probably one of my favorite units. Actually, they are. It's my second favorite unit, behind Spikers. As lethal as it is, you have to admit these Lashers are quite beautiful. So 15, 10 to 6, 30, 21, 25, 2, 26, and of course Roots. Symbiosis Destruction. +1 to Destruction Essence adjacent to Symbiosis troops not already receiving extra essence. And then we're going to hop. Oh yeah, so their main thing is spin attacks. So you send them somewhere and they have an AoE attack. AoE. So it damages all adjacent enemies when attacking. Bruh, love it. So keep your distance and remember your training. If you get too close, a flare will spin so fast you'll be dead. So 15, 10 to 14, 50, 25, 35, 2, 27. So they have the ability, which is Barrel, removed from the battle for 1 round, then appear hex without movement. So that by itself, you send them inside a group of units. Hopefully no one's sitting, you know, hopefully no one's on the hex. They pop up, boom. You spin attack, AoE, damage. So hearts, these are pretty cool too, because they shoot laser beams. Was there ever anything so wondrous and yet so dangerous in nature? If so, I've seen it. So max troop size 10, 8 to 12, 30, 23, 12, 3, 16, infinite range, by the way. So the Thrums of Leaves. So you get +5% to spell damage power, and also +5% to spell damage resistance. So SDR, SDP, and SDR. So their symbiosis is Arcana. They're mobile, so no range attack damage penalties from moving. Reactive. Every time this troop takes damage, it automatically attacks in the facing direction and loses 1 movement. So basically they get beam attacks. So they get hit, they do a beam attack for free. Shoots in horizontal line, hitting all targets in the path with unlimited range unless blocked by an obstruction. And they have pulses. Burn to a crisp, he was. Mark me. The floating things aren't to be trifled with. So 10, 12, 16, 50, 28, 13, 3, 17. So this unit here, again, +10% to, +10% to SDP and also SDR resistance or damage resistance. Again, same thing, basically same thing, reactive, you know. In this instance, it shoots in a horizontal line, hitting all targets in the path with limited range. So yeah, same thing, but better. So dreads, these are cool units too. Of course you should fear it, my treasure. Why else would we call it dread? So max troop size 10, 12 to 17, health 50, 42, 15, 5, 22. Gives +1 to order essence, and it has charger receipts for each step. So every step it takes, you get +10 melee offense. Then terrors, oh, bro. When the leaves no longer rustle in the wind, the creak of the tusk quiet, you'll see it, and then you'll know it. Terror. So 10, 18, 24, 80 health, 45, 21, 5, 25. So do you have the ability to postpone your attacks, which is called, you know, postpone your turn, which is nice. And it's also Symbiosis Order. You also still get Charger, and it's a frontline fighter per attackable enemy +10 to melee offense, defense, and initiative. Now it says intimidating. Give enemy units 1 hexagon, -10 defense and 10 initiative. It's nice. It's a good unit. Then of course you have Seeds of the Mother. I know they can feel love, yet how else can these seeds be explained? And why do they protect the other roots? All right, so that's 5 to size, 1-to-1 to damage, 158 HP, 49, 120. So target enemy standing on this troop's roots loses all movement for 1 turn. So it gets order, it's Symbiosis Order. It gets its immunity to magic. Mother's Embrace absorbs up to half the damage taken by friendly troops standing on its roots. Mother's Scorn, at the start of his turn, deals damage to all enemies standing on its roots. Then you have Roots of the Mother. The embrace of the tree mothers reaches far indeed. So max tree size 5, 1-to-1, 250 HP. So these are your big units, your tanks of the group here. 250 HP, defense 6-2, movement 2, 24 initiative. So you get the grasping roots ability. Target enemy standing on the roots, lose all movement for 1 turn. The symbiosis order, magic immunity. Mother's embrace absorbs half damage taken by friendly units, and the start turn deals all damage to enemies. So that is pretty much it, guys. Now, as you guys know, a ballista is a ballista. Now, I think that's really all what I want to showcase to you guys right here. Yeah, the DLC in this game is fucking phenomenal, and I love it so far. So as you guys see here, like I'll give you guys a quick run of the buildings real quick. So you have the Briar, which is for your improvements of vessels and troops. You have your Burial Mound, which is root seek out all dead beings. So this is basically for your broken vessels. You have your Converter, which is your market. Your Drudgery, which is for, you know, giving your stones. So yeah, your Drudgery for your stone. Your Fungus Patch, which gives you your money, your moolah. You know, good old money. Your Glade. Your Glade is for research essence, income, and troop size of the roots. You know, of course, your guard. You know what the guard tower is. Morass. Within the morass, the lashes grow. So this is for your lashes and also for your hearts. Your Mulcher. Get your wood. Of course, you guys know what a rally point is. You have your Stump, which is for gold. I'm sorry, your Stump is for the gold. I'm sorry. Fungus Patch for the fungus. Excuse me. Stump is for the gold. You have your Thicket, which is for your spikers and lobbers. Then you have your Umbrage, which is a dread created in a similar way for vessels, so it's for your dreads. And then you have your Womb, which is for the seats of the mother. So I hope with this video, guys, this kind of helps you guys out in a sense, kind of give you guys an idea on the newer units coming into, or newer units, buildings, and welders coming into Songs of Conquest with the Roots DLC. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, as always, please consider liking, subscribing, hit that notification bell down below to notify any other future video that I do put out. If you guys want more of this or more breakdowns, let me know, because like I said, this was the first time for me, and let me know how I did. So once again, thank you guys for watching, thank y'all for your support, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Peace out, much love, and have a good one, y'all. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like and also hit the bell notification down below. Thanks for watching.